Ooh, I wanted to do a patchwork one for somebody. And that one's going to be quite fun. But maybe I won't this one might be quite nice for the patchwork, actually, because this one's really lightly colored. So, let's have a little look. I've got a patchwork stamp set down here somewhere. So I think what I'll do is I will just stamp all of this out in patchwork. Yay! Let's do this. I am stamping. It's nice to just have an evening, you know, at the craft table, just hanging out. Oh, lovely. Ooh, very nice. I've completely done this wrong. Yeah. Completely wrong. Oh well. I guess we'll just have fun with it. Ooh, this one's good because this one has a bit of an empty space to the design. See? It's quite nice. I really wish that these stamps, they're really great. They're Stampin' Up, and I love them. But if I could just have one thing different about them, it would be that they would be the clear polymer stamps rather than the rubber stamps, because I need to be able to see through them so that I can position them properly. And I can't, so a little bit sad. But I do love them. And you can sort of, oh gosh. You could be a bit more precise if they were polymer stamps. But because they are not, I've just got to hope that it turns out all right, and quite often it doesn't. So it's all right. I'm going to just put some more of these little doodads on. And I think I'm going to put them like this so that you can still see a lot of the design through it. Go. Not pushing them. Ooh. Oh, I like what's happening here. Look. You can really see the pattern through. I'm really enjoying that. That's excellent. It's a repetitive job, but I really do love stamping. It's funny. I'm stamping off of the edge. When you're doing any kind of continuous pattern, it makes sense to go off the edge a bit. But if you continue that pattern off the edge, then it kind of looks like you've cut this out of a larger, more continuous pattern. So it's quite nice that way. Yeah. Not sure. this one gonna go? Well, oh, I haven't used this one for a while. Haven't used that one since the first row. Probably because it should have gone there. All right. I'm just gonna do that one a bit as well. So that's what we've got. We've got quite a wacky color combo going on. We've got rainbow colors, we've got some white bits, we've got some purple ink, we've got open spaces. I think that's pretty cool. So there's another flat one done, background finished. So I'm putting this one down under the blotter after I give it a quick shot with a heat gun. The ink I was just using was chalk ink, so it has a bit of an open time, but not a lot, I don't think. But it's just nice to make sure it's absolutely dry before I squash it in between a bunch of other stuff. So we're going to go back to the quick cuts. I'll bring it back down. What to use for butterflies? I've got some purple. But let's get our base back first. Is this the one? Or is this the one? I think I'll use that one. And it's butterfly time. I think what I might do before I even cut any of the quick cuts butterflies out, I might actually stamp some butterflies. So let's go find some stamp. I keep my butterfly stamps in the animals folder. And there are a few in here, but I need to find ones that don't reside in frames. This is one of my favorite ones. I think this one is the Anna Griffin one. I like that one. Swallowtail butterfly. And I like that one as well. Small one. There we go. That's excellent. Okay. I think I've got enough butterflies. But don't let the recipient know I said that, because there's no such thing in her world. Okay. So I'm going to put one of the butterflies on here. And I think the best ink for this, I'm probably going to use dye ink. I'm going to stamp a couple of butterflies. Now, I don't think, because I've got so many of them, I don't think that I can stamp each one more than twice, really. So let's see what happens. Oh, I love this one. This is a lovely stamp. It's a, looks to be a swallowtail butterfly. Oops. A little bit of it didn't quite print, but I think we're all right. It's not about being perfect. Besides, I might put something over that. You never know. Ooh, lovely. we go. Yep. And the others, I can probably just dot a few of them around. It's good as well when you're doing this to sort of rotate the stamp in different ways, because I don't think butterflies fly in formation very much. It's just nice to put all that together. So there's some nice butterflies there, but I am going to die cut some as well. The quick cuts folder again. Animals and plants. Yep, here's the butterfly. Now this butterfly has a separate body and wings. I'll put this away and this. Let's have a little look at what's been going on. So yesterday I was making these wraparound covers for the Pringles tins that I've got for little sort of party favor type things, and I made all these fun backgrounds, quite brightly colored, as you can see. Ooh, look, here's more. Hooray! And there's quite a lot going on. And a couple of them I sort of started by adding like a little background, some stamping or whatever onto them. So that's what they are. And this one I think is more or less done. I just have to put someone's name on it. It's a little roller coaster. Yay! That was tedious but fun. Anyway, I'm moving right along. The one that I'm doing I'm working on this one and this one for the time being, and the rest can go under in the flattening machine underneath my work surface, as usual. Right, so here's two things that I'm planning on working on today. One is a butterfly theme, as you can see, and the other one, this is quite brightly colored, and it is for someone who is an electrician. So I thought, I downloaded a picture just from like Google, just from Google Images, with all these little sort of electrical codes and stuff on it. And then I printed that out. I did a test print. This was too pixelated. I didn't like it, so I turned it over, made it smaller. And then I attempted to tape some white tissue paper to it. The idea is that once I've had this properly stuck on, it'll be clear and you'll still see all of the bits that I've done with this. So it took me 2 tries, but I did manage it. So now I just have to de-stick it from its sheet without ruining it too much. And hopefully I will be able to, sticky. I'll be able to get a nice bit of it to use on here in any case. So here's hoping. Doesn't matter if I destroy the other paper, does it really? This tape is killer. I don't know where I got this from. Oh, just hanging out in my stash, this tape. Oh. Okay. It's taking another layer with it. Here we go. Right. So here's all my little electric doodads. And hopefully we haven't lost too much. I'm going to save this because I need this for later. For another technique, I need a piece of scrap paper, so I'm going to just tuck that under my work surface. I need that. I need it now. Okay, out it comes again. Now for this, I think I need to use Mod Podge, because that should dry clear on this, and it should it should be all right for the printed stuff, I hope. Let me just grab my Mod Podge. Mod Podge. Here we go. Now, normally I would use Artist's Gel Medium, but I seem to have run out. And all the little sort of non-artisty shops I go to buy it seem to be out as well. So they suggested Mod Podge. So let's have a look. I mean, it is acrylic, I think. Who can say? But anyway. Now, the question is, if I put it on like that, it's going to have obvious border lines, and I don't like that. So, I think I'm going to tear it, and I'm just going to put the little pieces on there. I keep doing things really close towards me, and I keep forgetting that you can't see. Sorry, at the moment I am seriously just ripping paper. That's kind of boring. Sorry. Right, so now we've got our little electric bits. So I'm going to put the butterflies away for a minute. Okay, let's start sticking. I really hope that the Mod Podge doesn't disturb the ink too much on these. Right, I'm just going to work in small areas for the minute. Okay. Mod Podge. Right, so I'm just going to like put a little bit of Mod Podge over here. Put this on. And then I'm going to just tap it with it. Okay, so a bit under and a bit over, and that should, I hope, dry fairly clear. I know that the tissue paper is like white, but I'm hoping it will. Yeah, look at that. I just want the color to show through really well. I was hoping I wouldn't see the borders of the pieces too much, but that's not happening. So, thanks for joining me today. Nice to have a bit of company while I'm doing this. Dinner time in a few hours, so plenty of time just to sit down and get sticking. Giant one that says switches. Kind of big. But we'll see what happens. All you can do is try. Put them at jaunty angles as well. So, if you've joined me last night to watch ink dry, welcome back to part 2, which is watching glue dry. Exciting! This is my electrical themed Pringles tin. What I'm going to do with all of these recordings, by the way, considering that I've sort of put all this time into doing them to begin with, I am recording as well as streaming. So what I'm going to do is put it all together, speed it up, so that you can see the whole project from beginning to end. I thought it might be nice. I might be done with this in a second, just this one. The cool thing about this project is that because I'm doing such unique designs for everybody, I get to switch gears really often, and it keeps me from getting too sort of bored and stuck in my ways. Ah, lovely. Well, I think that's pretty nice. Now, I can't do anything with that. I can't put it underneath my thing to flatten it because it will stick. So I'm just going to have to leave this to dry on its own. I'm just gonna get the edges a bit more. You're supposed to sort of put a whole coat over the top, but I think because it's such a small piece, and I've been working quite quickly anyway, I might not need to. I just don't want the bits to start peeling up before it even gets it. There we go. So I'm going to lift this up from the surface because it is already starting to stick. There we go. And I'm going to fold this so that the glue is on the inside, and then I'm going to put it there. There's a little bit hanging off the side there. I'll probably just fold it under. There we go. So, say goodbye to this one because it needs to come and dry, but I've got all the little electronic doodles on it now that were printed onto tissue paper taped to a regular piece of office paper. So that's how that worked. Hopefully it worked well, and I will be able to present this proudly to my friend. So here we go. I'm going to pop that up in the corner so you can look at it while I do this other stuff, I guess. So for our butterflies, we decided to bring out the quick cuts. Whoops, it seems to have wrapped itself around my camera wire. Nice. Here, come over here. Okay, so here is our lovely quick cuts tool again. And here are the dies that I found to use with it. It is a butterfly die. It's just that the wings and the body are separate, because what you do is you cut the wings out of pretty paper and you cut the body out of not so pretty paper, I guess, or just a darker color. So that's what we're going to be doing today. Right, so this is the paper that I cut specifically for use with these. And I'm putting these back. The world is moving. Okay, but where's my not so great paper for the butterfly bodies? I don't know. I mean, I've got this bit here. This is craft paper. I suppose that'll be like a calming color to use, I guess. Normally I would use a dark color, like a very dark brown or black. But maybe just for now, just for today, I will use craft. Okay. So I don't know how many of these butterflies I'm going to want to put on here, maybe 3. So here we go. Cut some bodies out of here. So I'm going to press it and move it on. And then we're going to press it again. And I'm going to move it on. And I'm going to press it again. And that's 3 butterfly bodies. I don't think I cut that very well. Okay. These are also very, very small. There we go. There we go. So that's 3 butterfly bodies. And then I've got butterfly wings. Just change the die. Wow. That's killer. What have I done wrong there? Is there something stuck in there? Don't know. That really did not want to go down though. I'm trying to look underneath it and see if anything's gone wrong. I don't think it has, but I'm just gonna put this closer to me. I know you can't see the handle, but I need to do this. Right, let's try again. Well, that's better. Much better. Okay. See, so that's the outside of the butterfly there, and here's a little mini one, which I might use as well because it does still look like a butterfly. Right, let's continue to cut. That's two. And that's three. Right, so we can put those bits aside for now. And I will mess with these just a bit. Go. Okay, so I've got these tiny ones, and I've got the big ones and the bodies. Now I want my butterflies to be glittery, so I'm going to need this scrap paper again. Excuse me. Right, put that here. Get the dies out of the way. Try not to mix cutting things with sticking things. Get the Mod Podge out. Here we go. I'm just going to paint this in thin air with Mod Podge. There we go. Whoops. The reason that I'm not painting this against the paper is because the hope is that you can drop the glitter onto it and then collect the extra glitter back into the container. Saves on supplies. So that's what I'm doing. I'm just gonna paint a thin layer of Mod Podge on the front of these. It's starting to go clear already. I don't know if it's warm in here or what, but I'm gonna sprinkle this glitter on. I don't know where this came from. It's just it's like a chunkier glitter than I'm used to. But I'm just gonna add that. Oh, it's got a sprinkly top. Okay. I have to shake it like salt and pepper. That's new. Normally I buy my glitter by the scoop, and it's actually in these little open-topped containers. But this is a different one, and it's weird. Very weird working with this. Okay. I'll do the third one now. Right, so these little butterflies are taking a bath in glitter, and I don't like using this glitter, I have to say. I'm not impressed. So I'm probably not going to be too precious about getting it back into the container anyway. Sooner I'm out of that, the better, really. Or I could donate it to a local group or something, but it's not, that is not my bag at all. Should I glitter these little buns, or, yeah, why not? As much as I love using that, not. Okay. So, let's do a bit of there. Oop. Okay. I wonder if there's, that's better. Look at that. That's way better. I'm just going to dump all of it on there. Dump it. Yeah. It's a glitter apocalypse. If any people who know me are watching, they're probably cringing. Glitter. Yep. Oh no, it's stuck. We didn't see that coming. It's a happy accident. Gross. Oh, gross. Okay. Here we go. Let's extract these before they get permanently stuck. Oh, this is bad. Bad, bad news. Oh. Come on out. Come on out. You know you want to. Come on. There we go. Tap that. Whoop. And you, final. Here you are. Tap. Get that. Oh, gross. You know, I really don't like this glitter. Ew. Okay, small butterflies coming up. Staying down. Staying down because I did it wrong. Hooray! Okay. Sorry, this is me just putting the glitter back in the container that I just said I wasn't going to do. All right. Glitter finished with. I don't think I'm happy about how that turned out at all, but I'm going to go with it. Don't like it. It kind of looks, if you look at it, it's like, it looks crusty. Oh, I don't know. I may just have to leave these to dry and hope for the best. Hope it starts to look a bit more normal. Not like an experiment gone wrong.